Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got his side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age, I think, and he was the mainstay in a team at that early age, playing in virtually every game and dictating the play. He stands out, doesn't matter how old he is.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Van Aken, it's a promising position, drives it in. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Van Aken. And the counter is on. Knocks it into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that's gone loose. Chance to shoot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That looks a cracking ball. Mbappe!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should...
Tries a shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Stankovic. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Van Aken. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. No foul, says the referee. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's been slipped through. Messi. Now the cross. He's got full. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Camavinga actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Probing pass. And he's worked it through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Van Aken. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And he's taking no chances there. Can he finish? That carried quite a threat. He's there to hit it!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Alexander-Arnold plays it in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Lofted in. And a chance! That is decidedly lacking. Looking for the run. Van Aken, who's set up one goal so far. No, that's been intercepted.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Stankovic. Van Aken. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back on the way.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Not the most convincing of passes. Played out to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, what has happened here? Great vision. Played into space out wide. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught napping. He can get that clear. And here's Azar. Azar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Out to the right. Well, that looks a decent ball. Alexander-Arnold looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and it's about time they woke up to the main threat. He had license to deliver pretty much unchecked.
Oh, what a mistake! Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice control. He slings it in. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So their fourth corner of the game. Hazard!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
An instinctive delivery. He's shooting! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he stop it going out? And it's played in. Tries to get it clear. Gets a good foot in there. Stankovic. Out of play for a throw.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13. Hazard. Numero 4. lasciano il campo per il numero 18. Il numero 14.
Sergio, what are you thinking?
Cambio di
Milan
giocatore.
are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And he's picked it up out wide. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Son Heung-min. Cleared away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Plays it out wide. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Played in.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Foot in. Can he get it through? Now that's well seen too. Milan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Milan have reclaimed it. Stankovic. Milan have reached the now or never stage. He's in space and looking for options. Out towards the flank. In with the challenge.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Is there any shapes to shoot? And that is wildly off target.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
So, time for
Messi.
changes on
Viene
both sides,
sostituito
actually.
con il numero 20. Attenzione, un cambio.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Il quarto
And the
ruolo
finish! He scores! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, this is a relatively unfamiliar formation, but who are the key players within it?
Yeah, I'd say the advanced midfielders, Peter. They're going to have to do all the jobs of, say, a number 8 and a number 10, and an auxiliary striker, if you like. They have to do a lot of the pressing, carrying the ball forward, as well as making sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated. Effectively, they're the space invaders in the team.
Now, can they get him away?
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
And this is Raúl. Spinazzola. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Looking to play him in. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Great chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Cleared away. Nice control. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Chance, surely! And that has been knocked clear. Played out wide. That's a shade optimistic. Lobotka. It's not an especially good pass, that. Knocks it into space. There's no Messi! Goal, Milan! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Ha segnato al 21esimo minuto, numero 8. Messi!
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Politano. Now the delivery. Oh, what a climb! And that has been clubbed away. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's claimed by the keeper. It's gone for a throw-in. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Tonali. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mbappe gets into a good position. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And a chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. And it's hoisted clear. That'll be a throw. Now it's Tonali. Hoisted in. Tries to get it clear. Has a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Fernandez probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Buongiorno. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. That's a good run he's making there. Oh, that's nice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Elmas. It's Lobotka. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, good spread. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's fabulous. Politano! Politano! That's brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Crosses it in. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Mbappe has it in a wide position. Juan can get it clear. And here's Raul. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Elmas. Fernandez gets a foot in here. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe looking to run onto it. And he's gone looking for safety. And that's going right the way across. And they're quick to get it back. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Cleared without complication. Tonali. Fernandez. Great vision. Serginho. Tries to cross. Lobotka. Just about up to the hour now. Lobotka. Can he get on the end of this? And he cuts out the supply. Out for a throw. Now that's well seen too. Fernandez. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Shot a goal! It's hit the crossbar. And here's Raul. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Politano. He's found a way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Can he get it through? Raul. It's Raul! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Can he latch on to this? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And now the breakaway. Ambitious ball here. He's got plenty of space out. He's having a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Juan. Lobotka. And it's De Bruyne. Distributed tidily. Now it's Politano. Played out to the right. Looking for options for movement.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Buongiorno. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Højlund takes a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Alexander-Arnold.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Threads one in. It's a promising position. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! It's a loose ball. And again! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed.
He's had a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So, a breakthrough already. Camavinga. And here's Messi. Played with finesse. Now it's Mbappe. Goes for a shot! He scored! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Alexander-Arnold. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And Guardiola. More and more pressure on the ball here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Saka. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Trossard. Rice. Now Saliba. Incapuyi. And it's Rice. Trossard. Rice. Now Trossard. Guardiola drives forward on the overlap. Oh, well measured. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Guardiola is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Raúl. A lovely bit of skill. Eze gets a good foot in there, and he's in on goal. Gets his head on it. Goal, Milan! And that for him is goal number 10. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And the shot! That should get the job done. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Spread neatly. Great chance, surely! Really well taken goal. That is how you do it. A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Numero 6.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1.
And this is Raul. And he's managed to get free.
And he welcomes it in. Timber. Zubimendi.
It's a really well-measured ball.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know.
Tonali.
Il quarto uomo indica
it's
2
Messi.
minuti di recupero.
That is good strength. Fernandes. It's a searching pass. Gabriel
Is there, and he can get that clear. Out to the right. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Milan are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
It's a promising position, delivered with swing.
Nkapie tries to clear. They get a throw-in.
That's a decent clearance. Trossard. And Nkapie.
Raul.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Eze, and it's Rice.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through.
Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved in... Shoots! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nkapie tries to play it through.
He can get that clear. What a throw in. Out again for a throw-in.
Eze,
Who's set up 1 goal so far. 60 minutes played.
pinches it off him. Mbappe. Vardiol, given the lift of his goal, looking to play him in.
Mbappe!
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nkapie. Zubimendi. Eze. Rice. Now, can they get him away? He is through here. Trossard! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Trossard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Numero 18. Lascia il campo per il numero 10.
He rises!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Oh, this looks sharp. Kamavinga. Alexander-Arnold. And he was quick to react. Now Subimendi. Arsenal finding their passes.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Oh, good take in a good area.
And it's played into the middle.
That's a throw.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Jimenez.
Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Now it's Messi. Subimendi.
And it's Subimendi.
For Rice.
Eze.
It's Saka.
Guardiola wins the duel this time.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive.
Rice.
And it's Eze. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's picked his way through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Timber.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's found a way through. That's a cute ball. That has ended up in no man's land.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Threads one in, and he plays one through. And he's certainly... Big chance! And it's come back out to him. Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Gol per il Milan.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to... And there goes the final whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.